man walking along this busy roadway to a friend's house was hit and killed. The man behind the wheel, police say, was a police officer.
A driver faces several charges for playing chicken with cars in the city of Lexington.
And this is not your typical kitchen.
We need to cook off the mashed potatoes because we're going to put this stew over the mashed potatoes.
UK students serving up much more than a hot meal.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT News at 6.
Good evening. State police say he was on his way to work to begin his shift as a Stanford City police officer when he had to make his own 911 call.
Investigators say Officer Travis Richardson hit a man walking along Highway 150 near Crab Orchard last night in Lincoln County. As WKYT's Phil Pendleton reports, Officer Richardson tried to help the man, but it was already too late. Phil has our top story at 6.
Rick Spoonamore never thought the phone conversation he had Thursday night would be the last time he would talk to the man he says was like a father to him.
But he called me last night about 9:21 and told me he was going to see his friend over across the road. And then I heard about the accident.
But 69-year-old Howard Robert Robbins never made it across that road. About 10 minutes later, as Stanford officer Travis Richardson was on his way in to start his night shift, the veteran cop's cruiser collided with Robbins.
I seen his hat laying upside down in the road, and I knowed it was him, and it just broke my heart because he was so good of a friend of mine.
Officials tell me they believe this was nothing more than an accident, but it is being investigated by Kentucky State Police. Travis Richardson has been a law enforcement veteran for 11 years and with the Stanford City Police Department for 4. State police say Richardson later called for help immediately and even tried to help Robbins himself. But Robbins died later at the Stanford Hospital. Neighbors say Robbins' hearing and eyesight was impacted by a recent stroke.
And that changed him. You know, he was more likable, and we'd really got to like him. Like I said, he'd come up and have coffee with us every morning.
But Spoonamore says what he'll miss the most was the mentoring and the life lessons his friend left with him.
He was a real believer in God, and he would tell bad things and good things, tell you what to do and what not to do, and try to teach you the right thing, you know. I'm going to miss that.
Funeral services for Robbins have been set for 1 o'clock Wednesday at McKnight Funeral Home in Crab Orchard. In Lincoln County, Phil Pendleton, WKYT.
We're told Officer Travis Richardson is on administrative leave while the accident is being investigated.
Police call it a dangerous game. A Lexington man faces charges for playing chicken with other drivers near downtown Lexington. Dominic Blackford is accused of driving into oncoming traffic on 7th Street at nearly 80 miles an hour. As WKYT Sam Smith tells us, one of the cars he nearly hit head-on was an unmarked police cruiser.
Driving nearly 80 miles per hour where the posted speed limit is 35. That's what Dominic Blackford is accused of. But that's not all.
Driving the wrong way into traffic and was playing chicken with several cars.
Police say he was spotted by an unmarked police car. That officer says Blackford nearly hit his cruiser head on, and he saw Blackford nearly hit 2 other drivers before he was stopped by an officer in a marked car. Blackford was arrested here at the intersection of 7th and Maple. He told police he was just playing. People that walk along this road can't believe what Blackford is accused of.
That's crazy.
Blackford been charged.
He's charged with wanton endangerment, not wearing a seatbelt, and violation of permit.
That's what he gets, right?
Records show that Blackford has been in trouble before while behind the wheel. In the past, he's been charged with careless driving and speeding. If he was just playing yesterday afternoon, police were not. They take these matters seriously.
It's very unusual and it's highly dangerous. Thankfully, we had an officer who was there who could put a quick end to the situation before anybody was hurt or any property was damaged.
In Lexington, Sam Smith, WKYT.
A judge allowed Blackford to be released from jail to his mother's home as long as he does not leave or drive a car.
A fire killed a man and left his brother badly burned in Rowan County. It happened early this morning on Baber Wages White Road, north of Moorhead. A woman who lives nearby says her fiancé ran into the burning camper and pulled Ollie Brickles to safety. She says they didn't realize anyone else was inside until firefighters found a body.
If he'd have known Hanky was in there, he would have went back in. And I think that was Jesus' protection for our family, because from as bad as the fire was, there's no way he could have done that twice safely.
Gary Philip Brickles died in the fire. His brother, Ollie Brickles, is at UK Hospital tonight in critical condition. There's no word yet on what caused the fire. A 6-year-old Clark County boy remains in UK Hospital, recovering from serious injuries from being dragged by a school bus.
And tonight we're learning more about the moments following that incident Wednesday afternoon on Clintonville Road. WKYT's Garrett Weimer is at the live desk with the new information. Garrett?
That boy is being treated for a fractured wrist and broken pelvis. It still is not clear what exactly happened, but a daycare worker who helped the boy get off the bus says she thinks the boy's jacket got caught as the bus driver pulled away. It happened on Wednesday afternoon near the intersection of Clintonville and Lexington Roads. A report from the Clark County Sheriff's Office says the boy was dragged about 15 feet down the road. The call you're about to hear is from a man who was behind the bus and saw it all unfold, and you can hear the panic as he tries to figure out what happened.
What's your emergency?
I don't know where I'm at. A bus just ran over a kid. The kid's trapped. Y'all gotta get somebody here. It's a little kid, guys. The child is not trapped.
But it has been struck by the bus, correct?
Yeah, it rolled right over top of it.
Okay.
The Clark County Sheriff's report says the bus driver, Tammy Howard, was distracted and inattentive when the incident happened. At the live desk, Garrett Weimer, WKYT.
The state standards require drivers to get visual confirmation that the student has made it safely out of the way before the bus can leave.
A court date has now been set for a Clay County woman charged with abuse after the death of her disabled husband. 32-year-old Amy Burkhart will be arraigned Tuesday in Clay District Court. Her husband, Charles Burkhart Jr., died yesterday at UK Hospital. Police say he was dehydrated, malnourished, and had bed sores. Investigators say charges against Burkhart could be upgraded to murder. A trial date has been set for a man charged after a strange death at the Jessamine County Detention Center. Michael Jones is charged with manslaughter, promoting contraband, and drug trafficking. In August, police say Jones wore methadone-soaked underwear into the jail, made it past security, then tore the underwear into pieces and gave it to 5 of his cellmates. One of those inmates died after ingesting it. Jones's trial is set to begin May 4th.
A Lexington woman believes her home was mistakenly targeted after someone fired some shots into it overnight. The shooting happened on Burkwood Drive. The woman was home with her 3 children when the bullets hit the house. She asked us to hide her identity. At first, she says she didn't know it was gunfire.
Last night, I was laying in my bed, preparing for bed, and what I thought was fireworks going off was actually my house being shot up.
People who live nearby say there has been a recent increase in crime in the neighborhood. The woman we talked to says she hopes to move out of the area soon.
For the second time this week, a meth lab has been busted in Montgomery County. The sheriff's office tells us deputies discovered an active meth lab this afternoon at a home on Howards Mill Road just east of Mount Sterling. Investigators say the previous bust led them to the home.
Over the course of a couple of days of investigation, we cleaned up one 2 days ago, and that investigation led us to this address where another one, an active one, was located, and 2 people have been arrested.
The names of the 2 people arrested have not been released. A special response team was called in to clean up the meth lab.
Finally, a break today from that wintry pattern we've been in recently. We made it into the 40s this afternoon, and it's going to be even warmer tomorrow. Meteorologist Chris Bailey celebrating. He's in the First Alert Weather Center with an early look at the forecast. Chris?
Yeah, I'm not celebrating by myself on this one. I can guarantee you that. A lot of folks who have been sun deprived, and that's a lot of us, this gloomy, cloudy winter that we're experiencing, enjoying today's sun so much so that even now that the sun is set, I'm going to show you that setting sun for from here in Lexington. Beautiful skies out there today, leading us to where we are now. That is a clear and a calm Friday evening that is in progress across the land. A little bit of pink showing up on that western horizon now as the sun calls it quits for the day. Upper 30s to around 40 into much of central and northern Kentucky. Still a low 40 here or there taking place. Live First Alert Defender. Nothing going on across central and eastern Kentucky. Not expecting anything. So if you're getting ready for a night out on the town, get out, have some fun, stay safe. No problems from the weather. A little bit of cloud cover in northeastern Kentucky scooting away, and that's leaving us with the clear skies out there this evening as temperatures drop from the upper 30s toward the upper 20s and low 30s, and then thermometers kind of put the brakes on as we gear up for a very awesome looking and feeling Saturday. Then a series of cold fronts begin to impact our 7-day forecast. Temperatures go up and then start to trend back down. The numbers in about 10 minutes.
Thank you, Chris. This week, University of Kentucky students return to campus for another semester.
Along with their studies, some will also be focused on helping others in Lexington. As WKYT's Amber Philpott tells us, a new program is teaching UK students to recycle food and fight hunger at the same time.
This kitchen is run with everyone knowing what their job is.
We need to cook off the mashed taters because we're going to put the stew over the mashed potatoes.
From the cutting to the chopping. On the menu today, something hearty for the soul. This kitchen isn't a bustling backdrop for a fancy restaurant. Rather, it's a lab on the University of Kentucky campus. And students like Jada DeClaire are the chefs in training.
Today we're preparing like a vegetable stew with like bacon, onions, garlic, lots of carrots and things like that.
It may look like a culinary class, but it's far from it. What these students are cooking up is a recipe that's been 9 years in the making at UK.
We recover food both on campus or off campus, such as grocery stores or dormitory cafeterias or restaurants. You want to keep the knife on the board.
Walter Brown is the UK student heading up the first ever campus kitchen at Kentucky. It's one of 42 across the country. The idea is simple. Food that would otherwise go to waste is repurposed, and students at the campus kitchen use it to provide free and healthy meals to people in need.
I feel it's important because there's a lot of people in need in general and in Lexington as a whole, and I come from a background of poverty.
Brown knows what it's like to be hungry. He and his mother struggled, and many times they needed the help of organizations like he's now delivering food to on a weekly basis. The students cook and serve dozens of meals a week. The food is prepared, packed up, and delivered to places like the Hope Center and the Catholic Action Center. There's no grade, but students quickly realize the impact they're having.
Just a lot of satisfaction so that I know that all this hard work and that I'm doing is going for a good cause.
Everything here is made with extra love and served with a side of compassion in hopes of breaking the cycle of hunger in this community.
That was Amber Philpott reporting. Recently, the UK Campus Kitchen received a $1,200 donation from Caring Transitions to help get the program going. Since 2006, nationwide, the Campus Kitchen program has helped recover nearly 4 million pounds of food.
Follow WKYT online at WKYT.com. Join the conversation on Twitter and become a part of the WKYT Facebook family.
If you're planning to go to Miranda Lambert's concert in Lexington tonight, better leave now. Expect longer security lines. Earlier this week, we told you about extra security measures at Rupp for Tuesday's UK game, and they included checking people's coats. Arena officials told us there was not a specific threat, and the inspection process can change from event to event. And they say they plan to inspect coats for tonight's concert.
After more than a week of not serving meals, repairs at the Lexington Rescue Mission are nearly complete thanks to the community. The mission has been closed since last Wednesday after a sewer pipe ruptured. Without running water, staff at the mission couldn't prepare food for meal service. But thanks to donations from the community, the Outreach Center reopens for meal service tomorrow.
We're used to people writing checks and sending us love and coming to volunteer, but this time it was just a huge overpouring of love, and we just were overwhelmed.
The mission will be serving spaghetti with meat sauce for lunch tomorrow.